Doopy 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 doo. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. We're back with everybody's favourite dragon lady, Iceheart, or Isail, whatever name she's going by now. Alphinaud and Estinien. Doing a bit of an early morning one because I want to get through some other stuff today as well. Still got Lands of Lore to finish and I'm determined to get it done at some point, probably today. The weather's nice, it's a Sunday, I have work tomorrow and I don't really want to think about that, so on we go. Ooh, hello. Ah, okay. You are Geico, yes? Pray address me as Isail if you wish. 'Tis passing strange, is it not, that fate should bring us together thus? Never did I think to walk alongside the warrior of light. But history is full of such unexpected alliances. Shall we make our way into Dravania then? The chill of the Western Highlands is unrelenting, and I would sooner be under the sheltering canopy of the Chocobo Forest. So would I, that sounds absolutely delightful. So we can fly in this area now. We've been slowly unlocking the other Aether Currents. That one is stupidly annoying. I'm assuming that there's more of the actual main story I've got to do before I can unlock any of that. In my opinion, you should just be able to bloody do it all, but there we go. Suppose I have to wall off some content behind the main story quest. I'm assuming we're going this way. To the Chocobo Forest. Cutscene.
アルデナード小大陸を東西に貫くエオルゼアの背骨、アバラシア山脈、霊峰ソームアルを仰ぎ見るこの地はドラゴン族の本拠地として知られる。竜がその空を支配する領域に冒険者たちは足を踏み入れるのだった。
Well, I have already been here a few times. You can probably tell by the map I've explored pretty much everything here. Still looks like a little bit down there that I haven't managed to find. Let's officially enter the Dravanian Forelands, Hinterlands, whatever they are. We now stand on the threshold of Dravania. The path to Somal will take us to the far to the west, beyond the embrace of the forest's branches. It will be a long and demanding journey. Might I suggest that we take our rest at the village up ahead? See that we are properly provisioned. There is a village here, but I thought these lands the sole domain of dragonkind. Why would anyone choose to live in so perilous a place? The wild chocobos. Tailfeather was built by hunters who make their living capturing and selling the beasts. Their leader, Markichamp, I'm sure that's not how you pronounce it, but never mind, is an acquaintance of mine. Being a gregarious sort, he will no doubt welcome our arrival. He will also possess more recent knowledge of the road we seek to travel. I trust there are no objections. Only to this ceaseless chatter. If we are to meet this acquaintance of yours, let's do it before Ishgard burns. Estinien's getting a bit impatient. This, to me, feels more like the Final Fantasy role-playing side of things. So I can see the Heavensward sort of story splitting off into a more... And our heroes ventured hither and thither. Yeah, I didn't really fully expand on that, but it's in my head, and that's how I feel. So yes, we're moving very slowly, and we cannot fly in this area. let's go and speak to these people in this settlement and see what's what. I guess you're in this building here. Hello. Well, tan my hide and call me Leatherface. We have visitors. Oh, and if it ain't the loveliest ale, it's been too long, girl. That it has, Marky Champ. That it has. My companions and I are on a pilgrimage to Somal. Might we stay in Tailfeather a while and prepare for the next leg of our journey? Of course. Stay as long as you like. In fact, I wouldn't suggest leaving the forest at all. The dragons have been absolutely bleeding murderous of late. Forgive me, sir, but I'm not sure I understand. Did the dragons not bother you here in the forest? Bother us? Did the sail not explain things to you, boy? You've seen them towering calamities... No, not calamities. Towering Calum trees all about, haven't you? If you were flying above the canopy, you'd barely be able to see the ground. And as you'd expect, the local wildlife's canny enough to stay hidden beneath the leaves, which is why the dragons do their hunting elsewhere, and we can do ours in peace. I see. Thank you for the explanation. You're welcome. Now, I know it won't stop a sail here, but dragons ain't the only things you need to keep an eye out for, especially if you're set on heading west. I don't need any of them. They do look rather cool, though. I might take one as a glamour item. Don't ask me why. Ooh. Ooh, we can play triple triad. Let's give him a game. Oh, okay, he's got no time. This looks like a... one that would be... Yes. Rewards an Aether Current. So we'll accept it. I won't necessarily do it right now, though. I see you've been making the rounds getting to know the hunters in these parts. Well, how'd you like to help a real hunter? I'm overseeing 3 camps set up to the east, but the lazy sods ain't sent me a report in over a fortnight, and I'm too bleeding busy to be playing messenger. So I'll do it for you, I guess. You look right fierce enough to get the information out of them. It's a simple job that'll earn you some coin. Can't rightly say no to that. If that tickles your fancy, then you'll need to talk to the leaders of each camp. Leonulf, Gunnaret, and Aimbert. Hear what they have to say and get back to me when you're done. Okay, not really interested in that. I dare say you're wondering what could possibly be worse than dragons, eh? Well, I'll tell you, that bloody Gnath. They're what you might get if you crossed an antling with a megalocrab and taught the thing how to walk on 2 legs. They never used to stray far from their hives out of fear of the dragons, but they've gotten a lot more aggressive of late, sending out war parties for malms in all directions. They've even taken to harassing the Dravanians in their own lairs, if you can believe it. And when they venture into the forest, which is more and more, by the way, they certainly ain't afraid to come after my lot. I can only imagine how much worse it'd be close to the Gnath's home territory. Okay, does that mean you want me to go and do something about that? It would seem that much has changed in Dravania. The Gnath were not wont to cause such strife when I lived here. You lived here, in Dravania? Aye, it was in the time following the calamity. My family was dead, my home was gone, and I'd fled from the bitter cold into these lands. I knew not the paths of the forest then, and wandered out from under the protection of its boughs. That was when I chanced upon that name. Racevelga. He descended from his mountain lair to hunt for food. My exhausted mind could not contend with the sight of the majestic worm, nor the vision of the past his presence visited upon me. Thankfully, Marky Champ found my unconscious form at the edge of the trees and nursed me back to health. And in Tailfeather I remained for some time. hence your familiarity with the locals. But I interrupted you. You were saying these Gnath were once peaceful people. Peaceful would not be the most fitting description. They're a fiercely territorial tribe, and any who intrude upon their domain are attacked without hesitation or quarter. Outside the borders of their homeland, however, they were rarely hostile. Indeed, we were even able to trade with them on occasion. They've changed then. What of it? We've not the time to creep through the underbrush on some roundabout route. I say we make straight for Somal and crush any unruly insect we meet underfoot. A more direct path then. Very well. Let's follow the trail west out of the forest and make for the statue of the Stained One. There we should have a fair view of the road that leads to Somal. Shall we? Yes, let's. So it looks as though there's a couple more missions here as well that may potentially give us some aether currents. I think that's one of them. Pick me yellow and call me a chocobo. That's Millith's sightseeing log you've got there. Oh yeah, that thing I picked up in Gridania years ago. Forgive me, I got carried away for a moment. I'm Kester Ironheart, cousin to Millith and an explorer of sorts, like most of my extended family. When I last spoke to Millith, she told me of an adventurer with a keen case of wanderlust. An adventurer that I know now to be you. What say you lend me your log for a moment? Don't worry, I won't eat it or anything. That would be very weird if you did. There, and yes, there. That should do it, I reckon. It's no secret that Ishgard is home to some of the most remarkable sights in our realm. Mind you, I've not seen them all myself, but I certainly know where they might be found. And now, so do you, thanks to the notes and rumours I've seen fit to jot down in your sightseeing log. Yes, scores of stunning vistas are now waiting to be discovered. Just waiting to be discovered. Your legs will not carry you to all of them though. Should you find a particular spot out of reach, you might consider taking to the skies atop a black feathered bird. Oh, but if I were to say more, I would be robbing you of the joy of discovering these spectacular views for yourself. Godspeed, my fellow explorer, and may this moment mark the beginning of a tour of wonder. Okay. Yep. Okay, so all he did was extend my travel log. So we'll leave that alone for the time being. That is the aether current mission. I won't worry about that just yet. And okay, so we need to go that way. And we'll head out through the whatever that's called. Sallygate? Ginnel? I don't know. Yeah. It's been a rather pleasant weekend so far. The weather has been spectacular, which is always good. Got out yesterday to a friend's allotment, did some digging. We were going to do some planting, but we got some food as well and ended up spending quite a lot of time sitting around eating rather than working, which is absolutely fine. I've gone the wrong way. Hiya. All of my spells look amazing at the moment. I've also decided I'm not going to use the black chocobo they've given me. As nice as it is, it feels a bit... It feels like cheating on Baxterion. And I'm not going to do that. I am also doing, oh, where is it? Where are they? Oh, they don't show up here. So there's some tombstones. They are called something, but I can't remember what. Unless they just show up in your inventory. Yeah, there they are. Irregular tombstones of scripture. So basically there's an event going on at the moment where you can collect those and exchange them for some stuff. But it's only available until patch 6.1 happens. And I don't actually know when that is, so I probably need to be doing that. Otherwise, I'll lose the opportunity. That is one messed up looking tree ant. So this is the statue of the stained one, is it? Okay then. Should we chance to meet Markachamp again, remind me to thank him. Had he not warned us to expect the Gnath, I doubt I would be standing here. Amid ruins that I would tentatively describe as Ishgardian, the style, if not quite identical, betrays a definite resemblance. You have a scholar's eye, Master Alphinaud. The structure is, in fact, over 1,000 years old. It's a remnant of the age where our ancestors and dragonkind lived together in peace. You claim this is evidence of our harmonious past. I was taught that these buildings were constructed by heretics in honour of your Dravanian masters. This rubble inspires no such awe in me. Stubborn fool. How desperately you cling to the false teachings of your beloved Holy See. Enough, both of you. You threaten the success of our mission with this incessant squabbling. Geico, pray reason with these two. Nor do I get a choice of what to say. Grunt. Our goals are the same. Set aside your differences for now. The truth of the past will be revealed. Yes. Oh, I've got a free company invite. Quite. Lest you forget, our goal is to prevent a war which will claim the lives of Dravanians and Ishgardians alike. If we are to accomplish this, you must learn to tolerate each other's presence. Trust in Geico's gift. In time, the secrets of history will be brought to light. Let that be enough, Estinien. You would have me keep my counsel until Geico's visions confirm the truth? Very well, but bait me not. Our meeting with Thingy will likely provide the catalyst Geico's gift requires, as it did mine. Let's press on. Okay. Holy Rainbow Shirt of Casting. Go on then. Why not? I should be taking the money. I'm a bit low on cash, to be honest. So let's see. What's this invite? I got an invite. Details. I'm going to decline it. I know this doesn't matter. This basically, they're aligned with the with the Grand Company that works out of Gridania. I'm not going to decline it. I'm just going to ignore it for now. I don't know. Yeah, I'd rather have one that's aligned with the Maelstrom. I know that's stupid and it doesn't really matter, but yeah. Spy the three great towers to the west. Ishgardians know them as Annex Trine. The place serves as a roost for Thingy's lesser kindred. If we are to reach the peak of Somal, then we must first beseech these dragons to open the way. But do not be disheartened, the one who leads them is a friend. Of rather more concern is the disposition of the Gnath. Let us survey the approach to the towers and see if the path is clear. Okay. Yeah, some quite big areas. But I am definitely getting much more of a Final Fantasy-esque feel from this stage of the game rather than from anything in A Realm Reborn. Also the music. The music near Falcon's Nest reminds me a lot more of the older Final Fantasy games. And this has much more of a travelling feel to it. Which I suppose is completely by design. You know, one of the best parts of this game is the way the music actually fits into the feel of the game. And I really respect it for that. Probably why it's my favourite MMO. Oops. It is as I feared. The road ahead is teeming with Gnath soldiers. Markachamp did not exaggerate then. These beastmen have grown brazen indeed if they would threaten the dragons so openly. Do they intend to assault the lair itself? I pray they do not. Mighty though my Dravanian friends are, they are yet vulnerable to the Gnath's muskets. There is no route save the one before us. Should the beastmen offer battle, we will have no choice but to accept. I am not worried. Vastly over-leveled for this anyway. And I've got Cactuar with me, so why would I be afraid? There you go, that's how much we don't need to worry about that. Oop. That must be the Annex Trine then. I've been up there. Recently, in fact, to scout that path. Run! Run like you've never run before. Ooh, look at that sky. That's an angry sky. How are you there before me? Take no pleasure in killing the Gnath. 'Twas to avoid bloodshed that I agreed to join you on this journey. Well, it cannot be helped. We may proceed into the courtyard together, but leave the task of hailing its occupants to me. And keep your lance on your back, Dragoon. My word to the Warrior of Light, I shall start no fight, only finish it. You are truly beyond salvation. Come then. I think that's a perfectly reasonable thing to say. Not going to start any shit, but if it kicks off... Oof.
Bizo Bunil.
おや、そこなる小さきものはイゼルではないか。グナースどもの先兵かと思うて危うく焼き殺すところであったぞ。
ああ、ビゾブニル、会いたかったわ。竜と人との融和のため力を貸してほしいのです。
何やら訳ありの様子。我が輩にもよくわかるように話すがよい。
And so she spoke.
ふーん。ニーズヘッグとその眷属を諌めるため。
ええ、その通りです。
だが小さきものよ。我が輩は聞いておらぬぞ。
これはゆえあってのこと。必要とあらばお前の目もくり抜いてやろうか。
エスティニアン、これは融和のための旅路だ。
今ここでこやつを食らうのは造作もないが、我が父祖の望みは静寂。我らは憎しみ合ういずれにも組みしない。
融和と助力を求める意志は私たち自身の言葉で偉大なる竜に伝えましょう。どうか霊峰ソームアルに至る道を開き、私たちに希望を。
小さき者よ、そなたに免じ霊峰への道を開いてやってもよい。しかし今やグナースどもが呼び下ろした神から我が愛しき竜の子らを守らねばならん。使命を捨て。
まさかグナース族も万神を。
ではあなたたちの領域を脅かすグナース族を退ければ御身の助力をいただけますか。
ほほう、小さき者どもが同胞たる武々しい竜たちですら幾度も翼を折られ地に落ちているというに。さすれば成し遂げてみるがよい。我が輩はそれを見届けようぞ。お前たちの意志が
Yes, clearly you've never heard of us.
どれほど強いものなのかを。
Scions of the Seventh Dawn, you know, Warrior of Light.
アルフィノの言う通り行くしかないのね。新たな戦いの目を摘んでおくためにも。
Because otherwise we wouldn't be able to level up. And it would be a talking simulator, not a fighting MMORPG. I'm taking these because I have a feeling they're going to look really good for my forager. And I've been doing a little bit of foraging, leveling, trying to supplement my culinarian skill because I've been completely neglecting those. So the Ganath have summoned their god, and thus the mystery of their newfound belligerence laid to rest. Are you not glad, Lady Iceheart? I thought you would applaud them for summoning a primal to further their own ends. After all, you did. I did not reach out to Saint Shiva to further mine own ends. I desired her strength only to forge anew the peace between man and dragon. What a fool I am to speak of peace to you, bloodthirsty savage who murders without thought or compunction. Enough, enough I say. If the Ganath have truly brought forth their deity from the ether, we must face it together or watch our hopes fall apart. All now rests upon this primal's defeat. But ere we think of confronting it, we must first study its origins. What is the nature of this god? What manner of faith sustains its existence? My apologies, you are right of course. Let us return to Tailfeather and consult with Markerchamp. He knows more of the Ganath and their culture than most. Back we go. Who are you? Child of man enters Annick's shrine. Interesting. Who are you? I'm Sen Ito. My brothers and sisters are as one under that one. We purge this place of all who bear us ill will. We seek quiet and calm. Those who deny us will be met with fangs and claw. Heed me, mortal. Should you disturb the peace of our home, we will know it. What kind of place is this? Annick's shrine is the work of man in ages past, but man has long forgotten the fruits of his labour. The origins of Annick's shrine are not our concern. These grounds are silent. They suit our needs. Annick's shrine is our home now. Okay then. Back to Tailfeather. Oh, we've got a chocobo port there. Oh, it's a summoning stone. Yeah. Checking a message on the old phone. We're here. Right then, tell me about a primal. Oh, back already, are we? Ah, met the Ganath, did you? And what is it you'd like to... Summoned a primal, you say? 7 hells. Well, I don't know bugger all about Ganath religion, if I'm honest. Beyond their trading habits, there never seemed much point in asking. But it shouldn't be that hard to find out. From time to time we barter with a small hive to the north and west of here. Outcasts from the main tribe, from what I understand. I reckon they'd be willing to tell you a bit about themselves if you give them the right incentives. That sounds promising. And what exactly would a Ganath consider to be the right incentives? Oh, nothing your average hunter couldn't scrounge up in a day or two. But seeing as you're in a hurry, you might want to divide the chores amongst yourselves. You want a good-sized jar of land-trap nectar, a basket of Kalim tree fruit, and, always a Ganath favourite, a generous portion of young Nanka flesh. I shall gather the fruit, Leaping to the lower branches of these forest giants should present little challenge to me. Goodo. Then I shall collect the nectar with Master Alphinaud's arcane assistance. And that leaves you to bring home the meat. You'll need to carve it from the smaller nankers that live in the rivers. 3 big hunks should be enough. Ah, a glorified fetch quest. Once you've got everything together, you'll need to set it down at what we call the trading post. Here, I'll mark the spot on your map for you. You've been most kind, Master Markerchamp. Well then, let us attend to our respective tasks and reconvene at the trading post. I need hardly add that the last one here, the last one there is a rotten nanker egg. Nice. Very mature. Okay then. Let's go and get some flesh. Yeah, I'm kind of at odds at the moment between just like zooming through the quests and getting the flying done, and actually I don't want it to just be a rush to get through stuff. I want to properly enjoy this, you know, but I do feel a slight level of impatience. Ah, there they are. There we go. And then we're off over here. I don't know why, but I want to kill that. Just felt very necessary for some reason. I'm sure it wasn't, but well, it's done now. I was able to gather a goodly amount of nectar from the land traps, though I would not have known how to harvest it without Isael's help. Do you have the nanka meat? I do. Splendid. I shall put this with Estinian's fruit and assemble a suitably generous looking hamper for the Ganath. I will take those. No, these are all rings. Well, everything appears to be in order. Assuming no one has any objections to my choice of presentation, I shall place our offerings at the trading post as instructed. Were I of the Ganath, I think I would be suitably impressed. How would you possibly know what a Ganath would be impressed with? It's a sack. That's not impressive at all. Well, how long must we wait? Should we have sounded a signal of some such? Or some such? Calm yourself, Master Alphinaud. Our offering has not gone unnoticed. God. Click, click. Long has it been since hunters last came to trade, bearing gifts that filled the air with such delightful scents. Land trap nectar, Kalim tree fruit, and Nanka flesh. What delectable foods you have brought for us. Our meagre existence is much enriched by your bounty. Click, click. Come, hunters, come to our hive if you would trade. Cramped and stifling our homes are, but the rancid incense keeps the dragons at bay. Cramped, stifling, and horribly smelly. But better to live in stench than to be cracked and crunched by dragon jaws, yes? Come, come, it's not far. Well, this sounds like it's going to be completely repugnant and vastly unpleasant. Anyone got any words? These Ganath seem harmless enough, almost jovial even. I would prefer, however, that we conclude our business with them as soon as possible. You and me both. Let's check out the Ganath. Oh, this doesn't look too bad. Oh, this is going to be the next Beast Tribe quest thing, isn't it? Click, click. Your presence has been announced to the storyteller. You must speak to our chosen leader in words, for we are Vath. We are the non-mind. Okay. Click, click. Welcome to our hive, hunters. You have brought delicacies much sought after by our people. We are much pleased. What would you have in return? Honoured Elder, pray allow me to begin by thanking you for welcoming us into your home, and for accepting our humble offerings. My companions and I are come in search of knowledge, specifically knowledge of your people's god. Knowledge alone? What strange hunters you are. But if it is words you desire, then words you shall have. We are the Bath, the non-mind. And to speak is our fate. You will hear the tale of Ganath's god. Of the god, the one mind summoned into our midst. The one mind. These are the Ganath who reside in the main colony. Yes, they are one, connected. But let us begin the story at its beginning. Some moons ago, a single dragon flew in from the east, bleeding and weak. It fell from the sky and into the hive, where it was swarmed by my brethren, and with spear and spell and musket the dragon was slain. It was likely one that had fled battle with my kinsmen. I should commend you for finishing the job. Dragons are fierce and terrible adversaries. The one mind would always cower when their winged shadows passed over the ground. But no longer. They had learned that a battle-weary Dravanian was easy prey. Thus did the open mind decide to heed the words of the black-robed men. The one mind would call forth our god and unleash his blades upon the dragons. That sounds like the Asians. Dravanian lands would become the Ganath lands, and even ever larger would grow our domain. But our god ever hungers. The price he demands in crystals far exceeds the rewards of this war. We of the Vath despise and revile his insatiable existence. Ooh, okay. I feel like I should choose a different type of ring for one of my other classes. I don't know. Just don't know. Ooh, an Aether Current. Nice. I don't really want to do that one just yet, though. Main story quests I'm most concerned with. I call upon the power of the Primal for the greater good, conscious all the while that I do so at grave cost to the land. I reason that it is a necessary evil and willingly shoulder the burden of my sin. In suggesting that such crimes can be justified, you may argue that I presume too much. But you must surely see that I am aware of the magnitude of my transgressions. Not so the Ganath. They summoned their deity for no greater purpose than to expand their dominion. To a scion of the Seventh Dawn, one sworn to eliminate the primal threat, the distinction you draw seems questionable at best. But the fact remains that my own grandfather risked unleashing the power of the 12 in an attempt to prevent the calamity. Thus, while I may not condone your actions, I at least understand them. Not so the Gnath, as you so rightly put it. If they truly seek naught but territorial gain, I can only conclude that they are ignorant of the ruinous consequences of their god's insatiable appetite. The longer this primal is suffered to exist, the greater the suffering it will cause. It must be destroyed. How lightly you propose the destruction of this god, Master Alphinaud, a being of whom we know naught. Has it occurred to you that you may be sending the Warrior of Light to his death? I think there have been many situations where the potential for him sending me to my death has been there. No, I sigh. You have the right of it, Estinien. 'Twould seem it is I who am guilty of presuming too much. Pray forgive me, Geico. I do not fear my duty. Wait, Geico need not face this foe alone. Like him, I am blessed with the Echo's protection, and may do battle without fear of primal influence. Let me bear this burden. Ha. Do you truly imagine yourself a second warrior of light? Remind me, how many primals have you faced, my lady? Not that it matters. We know not where this god resides, or how to challenge it. Unless you mean to pray until it appears? Estinien makes a valid point. Let us speak with the Vath and learn how best to secure an audience with their deity. In this, at least, I may be of assistance. Off you trot. The young lord certainly appears eager to prove his worth. I'm getting feelings from you, Estinien, that you're going to prove more of a burden than a help in this one. Right, so we've got two main story bits over there. Oh, okay, let's gather information in general. Click, click. Put this idea from your minds, generous hunters. If you meet with our god, then he will have your souls. Surely you're not so generous as that. Click, click. You wish to meet our god. Offer yourself as a sacrifice and you will soon be brought before him. We would mourn the loss of such generous hunters, however. Okay, that's not happening. We are Vath. We are the non-mind. We do not hear the one mind's thoughts. We cannot predict their will. Okay. Yes, that was an answer of sorts. You are generous hunters, yes. Many gifts you have brought, but not enough for all Vath to enjoy. Maybe you could bring us just one more? We're very fond of Nanka flesh. Yes, the meat of a young Nanka would make a fine repast. I literally just brought you some of that. Ugh. That seems a very lazy quest to send somebody out on. Like, here, collect 3 Nanka flesh. Now speak to everybody in the camp. Now go out and collect another Nanka flesh. Time to do some magic fishing. Okay. Definitely saw the point in going and doing that. Oh, I've gone the wrong way. Gone the wrong bloody way. I'm back, and I've got Nanka flesh for everybody. We have to enjoy our Nanka flesh. Have you been out hunting yet? Yes, here you go. Another gift for the Vath? So unexpected. Yes, you will have more of the words you strange hunters hunger for. Listen now. Senses of the one mind are enmeshed by the overmind. What one sees, all see. What one feels, all feel. Alert a single Ganath and the whole hive is alerted. To reach our god undetected is all but impossible. Are you fucking serious? The Vatha want to allude to certain concepts without explanation, but I believe I'm beginning to grasp a few of their fundamentals. From what I understand, the king-like Obermind sits at the centre of Ganath society, and its presence somehow allows its subjects to communicate without need of word or gesture. These Ganath, the ones who inhabit the larger hive, are known as the One Mind, and it was by their combined will that the Primal was summoned. Those who reside in this smaller hive, however, are the Vath, or the Non-Mind, who for reasons that yet escape me seem to have been excluded from the telepathic bond which connects the Ganath counterparts. Thus are the Vath ignorant of the One Mind's thoughts and intentions, and the nature of their own god. In summary, we have wasted our time. Not so. Perilous though it may be, the Vath did furnish us with one certain method of approaching the Primal. The sacrifices. Should we allow ourselves to be captured in the environs of the colony, the Ganath will bring us before their deity to make an offering of our souls. That sounds very safe. Forgive me, but let's be clear about what it is you propose. You mean to say that you would deliberately provoke the Ganath, surrender yourself into what might be generously termed as their custody, and then wait until their god arrives to claim your soul? Aye, that fairly well describes my plan. You will join me in this endeavour, will you not, Geico? Yeah, why not? Nothing better to do. Judging by the great risks you took to prevent the summoning of Saint Shiva, you are not a man to err on the side of caution. Would that I could fight at your side, warrior of light, but the power of the dragons is no protection against primal influence. Forgive me, but I must remain here with Master Alphinaud. Then it's settled. Geico, you and I shall challenge the guards at the entrance to the colony. Once the hive is roused, we shall feign a brief show of resistance, and then allow them to take us prisoner. Okay. Wish me luck. Breaking into hives. So funny. We are very, very nearly level 70. In fact, we'll probably hit 70 by the end of this episode. And then once I've finished recording this for the day, I'll do some of the Aether Current quests, hopefully get flying maybe in this area. Go back and do some of the other ones. That, I think it's called Cloud Top. Let me just double check. Is it not Cloud Top? Oh, I don't know what it's called. Anyway, there's an area that I was in previously, and it looks as though you can actually get to everywhere on the map. It looks as though there's like paths leading off from the main island, but there aren't, and it's just incredibly frustrating. But I am pretty certain that the main story quest provides the access to all of those missions that you get, because some of them don't seem, like these ones, they don't seem to open up until you've done other things. So there's plenty to do here. Hello. Click, click. Intruders, your lives are forfeit. Kaboom. Right, well, I think we've got their attention. The Overmind must now be aware of our intrusion. Let's press on into the hive and ensure that we have our host's undivided attention. I don't think I need to keep killing things. I just need to go into the camp. Okay. Puny mortals. You have arrived at your destination. Took your time. That should be sufficient. If we did not have our host's full attention before, we must surely have it now. Our audience with the Primal may be granted soon after our capture. Pray advise me once you have steeled your mind for the battle to come. I have steeled it. I'm going to eat something first. What's that? Oh, confetti. Oh yeah, got this for doing the the little lady quest. Food. What have we got? Cream coffee. Yes. Glug glug glug. Oh, I want another coffee now. You are prepared then? Yes. I've drunk my coffee. I'm ready to go. Hold here, Geico. When the next Ganath come, we offer no resistance. This is where they just come up and shoot us both. Surrender, intruders. There is no escape. Enough, we surrender. We throw ourselves upon the mercy of your god. This is where they choose not to take us to their god and just chuck us in a cook pot instantly. Being eager to proceed. Good. When they take us before their lord, pray leave matters to me. If what I know of summoning rituals holds true, I shall be well placed to act. Mark the sound of the river rushing through the ravine behind us. Passing loud, is it not? I imagine the noise would serve to mask our escape should we need to withdraw temporarily. But you are prepared, are you not? I do hope so. If I were to be dragged away for sacrifice while you were haggling over the price of potions, I should not be amused. I haven't bought a potion. I haven't bought any potions ever in this game. I got given some, and I sold them all. Oh, is this going to be a dungeon? I don't get the feeling that we're coming upon a dungeon. Maybe a duty. Maybe even just a cutscene. Who knows?
ここまでのところは思惑通り。
大いなるグナースの群れは未来切り開く者に呼びかける。勇ましき者、武を誇りしし、群れを導く神、武神ラーバナ、舞よりたまえ。
Okay. Nothing seems to be happening. Oh, okay. Who have we got? Oh! Now that is badass.
Yo, 我らが領土を侵した人を捕らえましてございます。その初段について伺いたく。ほう、人がグナースの地に。
グナースの神、ラーバナよ。我らにグナースの領土を脅かすつもりはない。ただ、なぜ竜と戦うのか、それを御神に問うため訪れたのだ。
これは奇妙なこともあったものよな。人がグナースの戦いに口を挟もうとは。人もまたドラゴンと戦うと伝え聞くが、さては同盟のちぎりでも求めに来たか。
I mean, I wouldn't say no. With you on our side, we could kick their asses easily. Badass, man.
いや、違う。我らは竜と人との争いを止めようとする者。故にグナースと竜との戦いも望んでいない。グナースはこれまで静かに暮らしてきたはずだ。なぜ今になって御神を呼び出してまで戦うのか。
愚かなこと。戦いとは 生の営みに他ならぬ。グナースは人とドラゴンが争う陰でひたすらに耐え忍び、そして牙を研いできたのだ。両者が傷ついた今こそが千載一遇の好機なり、我はグナースらが恐れなく生きるためドラゴンを切る、その願いによって生まれた武の神だ。
And a very fine form it is too.
なれば武によって語るのみ。武神ラーバナよ、我らと勝負せよ。そして我らが勝利したならばドラバニアの竜に対する狼藉をやめよ。
人にもまたかように豪気な者がおったか。面白い。この武神ラーバナ、お主らの挑戦を受けてたと。しかして我が勝利した暁にはお主らの魂を奪い我が強者とする。依存あるまいな。
If you emerge the victor in this fight, we'll be dead. So, yes, I accept.
承知。ならば私から参る。
Why don't we just take him together? Do you not remember what happened in Attack of the Clones? One person tried it and got their asses kicked. Do it together. Are you going to summon Shiva?
人の身に神を呼び下ろしたというのか。
約束をたがえることなどなかろうな。武神ラーバナよ。
Yeah, I forgot the whole thing with Iceheart being Shiva. I always like make the distinction of them being two separate people. I still don't really understand it, if I'm being completely honest, but yeah, anyway. Oh no. Oh no.
これほどとはクリスタルが足りなかった。
No, that's not the answer. You should have just fought him as Iceheart. See what I mean? Look, this is Anakin and Obi-Wan's fight with bloody Count Dooku all over again.
もってしてもやはり人はこの程度か。さてお主はどうする。
Yes, I'll wipe up this mess, for God's sake.
Akumaで戦うか。その勢いよし。かかってくるがいい。
Oh, okay, yeah. So you disappear and I've got to challenge you in a... okay. Yup. Right, where are you? What did we learn? What did we learn? Berate. Mock. Jeer. Oh, I don't know. Just talk to her. Forgive me, I was overconfident. Okay, let's do this. How long is this going to take? It says 14 minutes. Hopefully it won't be that long. But we'll be back when it opens up. See you in a bit.
して覚悟せよ。無の神髄チャンドラハーツ。土の構え、やすやすとは崩せぬぞ。人でありながらその力見事なり。
I completely forgot I was recording. I've just done that entire fight without saying a single goddamn word. I mean, I typed to these guys, but yeah, sorry for that. Had no commentary about that fight whatsoever. Yeah. I don't know if you gathered from me writing what I was writing, but I'd been queuing for nearly an hour for that, which was ridiculous, but I kind of get it. I sort of understand. DPS, you're not going to get as quick of a queue as healer or tank, so is what it is. Okay, they all ran away.
Saすがは光の戦士。私よりも数段上の実力のようだ。これ。武神ラーバナは義を通す万神に思えた。これでしばらくはむやみに戦を仕掛けるようなことはあるまい。さあ、微増ブニルの元に戻ろう。
Aye. Yeah.
やってくれるではないか、光の使徒め。しかし、恐れと怒りの感情が存在する限り、神を呼ぶ声が静まることなどないと知れ。神との争いきたれり。貴様らにはさらなる混沌が訪れるだろう。
Righty then, we will leave it there for now. We've defeated Ravana and made our first big smushy footprint on the Dravanian hinterlands, hills, forelands, wherever we are. Not that we haven't been here before, but we're finally getting some of the main quests done in this area, which is always a good thing. So it's from myself, Iceheart and Carbuncle, as well as Bob the Cactuar. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.